Hi Blazers, Lordrika here again, and I had the chance to attend the 10th annual Miss Phi Beta Sigma pageant hosted by the Kappa Delta chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated on Friday, April 4th. It was an evening full of grace and confidence, and today I had the pleasure of sitting down with two of this year's newly crowned queens, Angel Wise, Miss Blue and White, and Nevaeh Wallace, Miss Phi Beta Sigma. Let's hear what these two beautiful ladies have to say about their pageant experience.
Hi, my name is Angel Wise. I'm a senior with a major in marketing coming from Jacksonville, Florida. A fun fact about me is that I'm the oldest of three, and I'm also a first generation college student.
What inspired you to compete in the Miss Phi Beta Sigma pageant?
What inspired me to compete in the Miss Phi Beta Sigma pageant is my growth. I wanted to embrace my growth and to show my growth to my fellow student body.
What was your favorite part of the pageant experience and why?
My favorite part of the pageant experience was definitely meeting my incredible pageant sisters. It was such a great experience to be around so many different personalities and for us to put it together for a better purpose.
What message do you hope to share with young women watching you?
The message that I hope to share with young women watching me is that you do not have to be perfect to compete in a pageant. Be yourself, be your authentic self, and you will be just fine.
What are your future goals now that the pageant is over?
My future goals, now that the pageant is over, is to continue to uplift my platform. I want to continue to give people hope during their grief and to also help people acknowledge their emotions during their grief as well.
Thank you, Miss Angel.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nevaeh Wallace. I'm a senior majoring in organizational communication, and a fun fact about myself is that I was born in Arkansas.
What inspired you to compete in the Miss Phi Beta Sigma pageant?
What inspired me to compete in the Miss Phi Beta Sigma pageant was, for one, I knew I would be around a group of people that I felt comfortable with, and I wanted to prove to myself and to prove to others that you could do anything you put your mind to. And why not? I'm finna graduate. I just wanted to see what I could do just to show myself that, girl, you could do anything. So.
What was your favorite part of the pageant experience and why?
My favorite part of the pageant experience was definitely getting to grow with my pageant sisters. With me being the oldest, it really helped to have someone younger than me to help me loosen up a little bit and really be able to be myself around them. So growing with them was definitely a blessing in disguise, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Can you share a moment during the pageant that really challenged you?
Yes, a really challenging moment for me was actually learning how to walk because it's out of my comfort zone. And this pageant was entirely out of my comfort zone. I am that girl, but this is something I've never done before, and I don't think a lot of people know that. So doing this really put me out of my comfort zone, and getting to learn more things about myself that I didn't know I could do was really rewarding. But definitely the challenging part was just learning how to walk, learning how to use my face more, always just being energetic the entire time, for sure.
What message do you hope to share with young women watching you?
A message I would want to share to young women watching you is when you're winning, you're going to have a lot of opinions, but to not listen to them, because at the end of the day, God has a path for you, and people cannot hate a path that God has already written for you. Everyone has a path written for them, and if your path looks a little different than theirs, they might not like that, but there's nothing you can do about that. Whenever you have something that God has destined for you, girl, they can't take that away from you.
How did you express your values and personality during the competition?
Oh my goodness, yes. So I am a very big prayer girly. We prayed every day. I told them we were going to pray before practice started, after practice ended, because it's important that for me that God is in everything that I do, because at the end of the day, I would not have anything that I have without him. So for sure, the girls know if anybody was going to pray, it was going to be Nevaeh. If anybody was going to tell you a scripture, it was going to be Nevaeh. So that's definitely how I brought my values into it.
What's one thing you learned about yourself throughout this journey?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. One thing I learned about myself is how strong I really am. People say a lot of mean things, and it was hard at first to deal with that, but I learned that no one can take away who I am, and I'm only Nevaeh, and no one knows Nevaeh. They just see me and the things that I do, but no one can genuinely know me, and no one can take that away from me. So for me to be able to still walk with my head up held high, I just realized how strong I really am, and no one can take that away from me.
What are your future goals now that the pageant is over?
My future goals is to graduate. Our future goal is to graduate, get my big girl job. I want to work with social media marketing, something with student life, pouring back into students, because without my mentors, I would not be who I am today. And I just can't wait to see who else is going to come up and just take the world by storm. So